My name is Stephen Mendoza, and I was born and raised in Santa Ana, California. Last year, I graduated from UCLA with a degree in business economics. At 22 years old, I have worked at Disney Corporate, Ernst & Young, JP Morgan, and now Wells Fargo. My profession is something that I take very seriously, but my profession is completely secondary to my journey. I am a product of the Santa Ana Public Schools educational system, and I was the first in my family to attend college. And my pursuit of higher education was met with harsh scrutiny, discrimination, and financial hardships. I think in many regards it's very easy to compare life to a marathon, whereby the end prize that you're racing towards is success, or rather the social construct of success, whereby success may entail like money, happiness, stability, whatever you may have it. And it's a rather simplistic analogy, I understand that, but when you're a minority, and specifically when you're Hispanic, you start from behind the starting line. You are racing alongside people that have the nice cleats. You are racing alongside people that have family members that are professional athletes. And that leads to the principle where things are not equal. Take, for example, when I was in high school, I didn't know what FAFSA was. I didn't know about the college application process. I didn't know about diversity recruiting at universities until it was very late into the game. My biggest concern about high school counselors or even some teachers is that sometimes they expect students to know what kind of questions to ask. Well, how are we supposed to? We don't have family members that are professionals. And that's kind of what I'm fighting towards. That's what I want to be. I want to be a leader that is able to inspire, motivate, and mentor other individuals that come from similar backgrounds as I did. As a person of color, specifically a Mexican American, it's important that I highlight some of the challenges that I dealt in my pursuit of higher education. Going back to the analogy whereby where life is a marathon, I think it's very important that I mention that we've been running this race for a very long time, but throughout our history, people have came into the arena where we are running peacefully, looked at the complexion of our pigment, and threw us out of the arena. And growing up in Santa Ana, I can remember in January 2016, the city averaged over a shooting a day since the onset of the year. And what that means for an 18-year-old that's trying to dream big is that you don't necessarily have the luxury of just focusing on a test or focusing on, a midterm, wherever it may be. You have to worry about, is my family safe? Is my family secure? I'm worrying about all this stuff, and that takes a huge toll on someone that's just trying to do well with his life. I see myself as a man with multiple careers. I know that eventually I like to run for office. Right now my priority is to revolutionize the way that minorities view profession through storytelling. I want to, one, help realize the untapped potential and talent that minorities have. And two, I want to help guide students from high school to college and to professional careers. I want them to, pursue professional careers that they've earned and share their stories so that we can think about creative ways to overcome them. And lastly, I want to create products that can teach students how to use their education to actually make a difference in this world.